Well, hello again, and welcome to Rolynn's Reviews. I hope that everyone is enjoying a beautiful Sunday. Thank goodness. We have to prepare, some of us have to prepare for another work week. Yay. All right. As you enter the chat room, folks, if you will, please do me one small favor. Hit that like button. Let a friend, neighbor, or foe know where they can go when they want to get the latest info as it relates to what's going on here, primarily in America, as it relates to news and politics. All right. So I will do the roll call momentarily. I see the usual suspects are filling up the chat room. Boom. Oh my goodness. I love it. Okay. I'll go ahead and start with the chat. And what time do we have for rolling? I don't know, Mayor. I don't know if Mayor is here. Mayor always comes in early. Okay. So we're hoping and praying that Mayor makes it back before we're out of here, because Mayor hates to miss a live stream. All right. I'll go ahead and get started with the roll call in a couple. Let me give you another minute or so. All right. And I know today is football Sunday. So a lot of people may be preoccupied. That is all right. We're still going to make it. And I don't care if there's only one person here, the news must still be disseminated. All right. Okay. Um, folks, we have been talking about the Democratic Party and the gaslighting and the hoodwinking, all of the deceptive practices that they've been involved in. So in preparation, we are all trying to prepare for the 2026 midterm. So we have got to stay on it, right? And that's just where we are with that. Because it's more than a feeling, more than a feeling. All right. Okay, I guess I'll go ahead and get started. And Cher, how you doing, love? Patriot Roy is here. Hello, hello, hello. My girls made it. All right. This is good news. All right, here we go. And if you've been watching for a while and if you haven't already subscribed, hey, today is your day. I am ready to welcome you to the Rolynn's Reviews family. I was speaking in the comment section with someone earlier, a nice young lady that just said, I just subscribed. So I asked her to come to the chat today. So hopefully we'll get a chance to welcome her collectively to the Rolynn's Reviews YouTube channel. All right. So I wanted to go over this. Look at our title. Jet lag. Happy 7th day, everyone. All right. Jet lag. JL Foxworth. Hey, and a new subscriber. Everyone, welcome ML Foxworth. ML, how are you? Welcome to the Rolynn's Reviews family. Everyone, say hello to ML Foxworth. We welcome everyone to the family. Yes. All right. And we're going to get started because, again, folks, ML was, I think I was talking, were we conversing earlier in the comment section and I told you, hey, come on and join the live chat? Let me know if that was you. I don't remember the name, but I do remember conversing with someone. Okay. All right. So look at the title, folks. Oh, okay, ML, you just knew. Oh, that's fine. Hey, we're glad you're here. White woman exposes Democrats' secret plan to keep Black America poor and dependent. Now, if you've been here for a while, we have talked about this subject matter extensively, where the Democrats are frequently. How you doing, Tina Tover? Florida, how you doing, love? Be safe. Nemo, hello, hello. So let me put this over here. All right. We talk about, all the things that they do straight from the Democratic playbook. And again, they are already preparing for the midterms. So guess what? We can't sit back and relax. The midterms will be here before you know it. We must prepare as well. So I wanted to share this with you. I came across this on social media. And if anyone has seen it already, let me know. But this white American woman, she exposes what we have been talking about forever. And some of the people, we discuss here on the channel, like Dr. Thomas Sowell, Larry Elder, Walter Williams, people of that nature, they've been telling Black Americans this forever. All right. So where is the lie? And I want you to listen. Has anyone seen this clip? This is on TikTok. Has anyone seen this clip already? Let me know. But I agree with this woman wholeheartedly. And then I'm going to go over a few statistics with you because according to the Democrats, all of Black America is living in the projects, is poor, is on food stamps, welfare, all of that. No Black person in America is doing well. They're all struggling. How you doing, Baldwin Birds? Greg, okay. All right. So when there's a viral clip, it comes up in your For You feed. So let me share this with you. Okay, Tina, I'm glad you have it. That's why I am here. So I'm going to play this. And of course, I want to know what your thoughts are. And then we're going to go over some statistics, because if you continue to listen to the Democrats tell you that all Black people are poor and destitute and need government assistance, you will be lost. That is far from the truth. So listen to what she has to say and let me know what your thoughts are. Again, my review is I agree with her 100%. My girls, you have seen, this has gone viral. Sometimes some of the clips I share with you, some of you have seen, but this is another viral clip. So when it comes up on my page, hey, I have to share it with you. All right, here we go.
And he will eat for a lifetime. All right,
hold on, let me
Democrats don't care about getting Black people out of poverty. Okay, you wanted attention. I'll give you some attention. If Black people were actually taken out of poverty, they would stop voting blue. Okay, so Democrats know this. They know that they have to have that carrot on the stick of like, we're gonna save you. We're gonna help you get out of poverty. Just keep voting for us. Keep voting for us till you keep getting welfare. Keep voting for us till you keep getting SNAP benefits. Instead, there's a saying, give a man a fish, he will eat for a day. Teach a man to fish, and he will eat for a lifetime. All right, Democrats would rather give a fish here and there and keep Black people in poverty and keep Black people voting for them based on dumbass policies like the ones that you're talking about, instead of teaching Black people how to get out of poverty. But I want you to understand something. There are Black billionaires, okay? There are Black millionaires in America. So for you to act like Black people cannot get out of poverty on their own, it's racist, in my opinion. You look down at Black people because you think that they're going to stay in poverty unless you save them. I, however, think that black people are more than capable of getting themselves out of shitty situations. As I said before, we have black billionaires and millionaires in America. This little fake idea that y'all have created that you care about black people because of some dumbass policies that y'all are pushing is just a Trojan horse. Have you ever heard of Black Wall Street? Did you know that Democrats actually burnt it down? Is that one of the policies you're talking about that's getting black people out of poverty? Oh, did we forget that part of history? That's so weird. Did we also forget that Democrat cities also get more federal funding if their crime rates are higher? Wait, so am I saying that they want more crime so that they make more money? Yep. Oh, but my capitalism! No, that's actually corruption. Also, aren't y'all the ones that say that statistically white people are the ones that are more so on welfare? Isn't that what y'all say all the time? So would that mean that white people are actually poorer? That's weird. That doesn't really go along with your fucking narrative. So anyways, back to reality. I think black people are more than capable of tying their own fucking bootstraps, and they don't need the help of a white liberal helping to tie their fucking shoes. Democrats don't.
Okay, now I hate that she was using the F-bomb, but I needed for you to hear what she was saying. My girls, I agree wholeheartedly, 100%. Tina, there's more rich black Americans here than in any other country. Boom. Tina, that does not fit the Democratic narrative that all black people are struggling and they're poor. Remember a few videos ago? Oh yeah, Greg. yeah, she does. Remember I showed you what was it? The landscaper. And I showed you the mansion that the black family lived in here in North Carolina near Charlotte. And the landscape, while they were out of town, the landscaper decided to have a party with hood rats at their mansion. And I showed you, what was that? Their mansion was worth like $3 million. So that does not fit. How you doing, Darnell? That does not fit the Democratic narrative. Nemo. That was all true. Yeah, it was. Ruby said, no lies detected. Dependency. Where is it? Is just another form of slavery. Boom. Hashtag Democratic plantation. Those of you who've been here for a while, you've heard me discuss. I told you I've been watching Larry Elder since I was in college. Of course, let me show you. I told you I am an avid follower of Dr. Thomas Sowell. I have a couple of his books. And I listen to his audiobooks here on YouTube. Some of his recordings are on PragerU as well. So I subscribe to his thought process. All right. And the Black American poverty rate in America is at 17%. And that's at a historic low. But to hear the Democrats talk about it, oh no. So things are improving for Black Americans. And then let me say this. So if you look at what America calls poverty, people in other countries that are considered poverty stricken, they don't have $1,000 phones. They don't have the internet. They don't have Jordans. Okay. They're not driving around in nice cars. So our poverty stricken versus the poverty stricken in other developing countries, you can't compare the two. Our people who are considered poverty stricken in this country are actually wealthy in some of these developing countries. Okay, so I can take that down now. And if you're just joining us, tell me what your thoughts are. I like for us all to be actively engaged, right? And Greg said, vote them out. Boom. We know what their narrative is. We know they despise Black Americans. They just want votes. And we know that's one reason that they flooded this country with all of these illegals. That was their new voting base. Of course, Trump threw a wrench in their plans. Thank God for Donald Trump. Woo! Under the Biden administration, 60 million Americans went into poverty, and that's all colors. Boom. Tina has her numbers together there. All right. All right. So let me show you. And we talked about with the Democrats, it's all about posturing. It's all about symbolism, but there's nothing behind it. As our great sister, Miss Ruby, just said, if you're receiving benefits, dependency is just another form of slavery. You just don't have the shackles, the physical shackles, but you sure do have it mentally because you keep voting against your own best. Where are we? Wait a minute. Okay, hold on, hold on. For you keep voting for your own demise and you don't realize that, and that's really sad. Okay, let me cue up. All right, here we go. Anyone remember this photo? Type a 1 in the comment section. Anyone remember this photo from 2020? Democratic lawmakers were taking a knee to observe a moment of silence on Capitol Hill for George Floyd and other victims of police brutality. June 8th, 2020. Anyone remember this picture? Ollie, how you doing, love? If you do, type a 1 in the comment section. Florida said friends. Right. So they're all here. There's what's her face? Nancy Pelosi. How you ML? Thank you. Here's old Fish Fry Clyburn, the bootlick from South Carolina. Here you have Karen Crash. She's crashing out all the time. Some of you call her something else, I think, before. You called her something else. And look, all of these Democratic lawmakers. Here's old Al Green. Florida says she's trying to type. Yeah. Kneeling down for George Floyd instead of Christ. And remember, they wouldn't even say a prayer for Charlie Kirk, but they kneeled for George Floyd. So jet lag. Yeah, and then Nancy, someone had to help the old wretched cow up. She couldn't even, she got that. They all there. See, with them, again, symbolism. They're all there on a knee with kente cloth. Newsflash. Kente cloth, what does that have to do with Black or white Americans? So again, this is symbolism. They think we put this on, Black Americans are going to say, ooh, look, they're supporting us. So, like I said, I have to remind you because sometimes we forget. Black magic ritual. Yeah. Okay. All wearing culturally appropriated scarves. Share. Yeah, they're about symbolism. So they did this for George Floyd, but they wouldn't say a prayer for Charlie Kirk. And I have to remind people of this stuff, right? All right. I'll take that. And then I think here, I guess they have an African king. Everyone look at this. See this right here? Everything with them is symbolism. So Black people, right, Nemo, Black people will look at this. Oh, wow. Look at, they really like Black people. They hate your guts. Stop it. Stop being stuck on stupid and stop being a schmuck. How you doing, Tube State? Courageous and brave. Right. But they wouldn't say a prayer for Charlie Kirk. So, but they do this for votes. But they know the bloodletting has not stopped. Black Americans are still leaving the Democratic plantation. Thank God Donald Trump is getting their new voting base out of here. So now, again, they're going to have to try something else. Yeah, they call Charlie racist and a Nazi. They're the biggest racists. Jet lag. They always said their ideology, their symbolism, and their arrogance will be their downfall. And that's what's happening. And I love it. I love it. Hit that like button, folks, if you are enjoying this content. So let me take this down. So I'm walking you through this slowly. Okay? And we're going to look at some stats. I don't want to come before you with no receipts. So let me, and those of you who have Facebook or Truth Social, share this stream out. That will really help the channel to grow. Okay, let me show you this. It says all Black people live in the projects. receive government assistance. Let me share some stats with you. Maga Tamara, how you doing, love? And this is my question. We all know who's in charge of the mainstream media. Why don't they ever show these professional Black Americans? The only people you see are part of the Bonnet Brigade, Ray Ray and Pookie. And they're involved in nefarious activities when they're being recorded. Yes, Tina. I'm great, Marga. I hope you're fine, love. So everyone look at this. And again, I like to show you some stats. The poverty rate for Black Americans in 2023 was 17.9%, a slight increase from the historic low of 17.1% in 2022. This figure represents an increase from the previous year, but is still lower than many other years and is significantly higher than the poverty rate for other racial groups. Okay. And of course, the Democrats need for you to remain poor. They need for you to be involved in crimes, right? That's why all these blue cities. Why do you think they never tried to stop the crime? Crime is big business. It's a business like everything else. They have to feed the prison industrial complex, and they have to come, oh, we're your savior, right? They're going to come and save you, which they never have and they never will. So if you look at this, poverty rate for Black children under 18 was 22.3% in 2022. Poverty rate for Black adults 18 to 64 was 14.9% in 2022. Poverty rate for Black adults 65 plus was 17.6% in 2022. The 2023 poverty rate for Black Americans was 2.3 times the rate for non-Hispanic white Americans. More than 8 million African Americans, and this I'm saying Black Americans, were living below the official poverty line in 2023. And as I stated, how you doing, Robert? When you look at what America calls poor, the poor in this country are rich when you look at the people who are truly poor in other countries. So over 80% of Black Americans are now working class or higher. And everything I'm talking to you about, I may not have all the stats here in front of you, but you can Google what I'm telling you. And this one right here, I open it up, and if you open it up more than once, then they ask you to pay. Nemo, I don't know. Nemo said I only saw Black as well for okay. So if you look at it, for over half of Black Americans or 46% are in the middle class. When do you hear the Democrats talking about this? So middle class working professionals don't fit the Democratic narrative, right? That all Black Americans are poor, receiving welfare. I've never received welfare in my life. And we know those safety nets were developed not as a lifestyle, but to be a stopgap until you could improve your situation. But people have made it a lifestyle. You cannot deny that progress has been made. But if you listen to the libs, they will tell you it's horrible. You can't make it due to white supremacy and systemic racism. And you can go to the census.gov. Okay. Let me see if you can see this. Yeah. So as much as they tell you Black Americans are just doing so horribly, and we need to help you. No, you don't. I don't want anything from you. You are not my creator. You are not my source. Dorian, you know why Black people are in poverty? Because of the mentality. It's not white people's fault. They can't make it. No. Decisions and choices that you make determine your lot in life. It's not white people. Uh, no, it's not. But you blame a whole race of people for your bad choices and decisions. Okay? So this topic is contingent upon family structure. And I'm going to show you, go through this. Nemo, I wouldn't talk to those fools. Nope. I only say black, not F. Right, Nemo? That's all I say. There is a difference. And Africans do not want to be associated with Black Americans for the most part. So that's why we have to make that distinction. The delineation movement is still ongoing. So you have to, right, state, one of the two. All right, and this is what I just read to you. So you can go, as much as the Democrats want you to think, oh, it's just doom and gloom. Go check out. Here you go. Go and check out some of these stats for yourself. The numbers are from 1965 until 2022. All right. Yes, there are racial inequalities. We know that. Again, that's more about culture and choices and behaviors. And then if you look at this, you can read over this and see, do a little deductive reasoning. And then they have information here about the Hispanic population. All right. So you can go over that, look at these numbers. Distribution of the total population and poverty by race using the official poverty measure. And again, what America calls poverty over in some of these developing countries, they're poor or really poor. In America, no, you're not. You're driving around in a car, you have $1,000 phone, your children have $1,000 phones, you're doing very well in comparison to other quote unquote poor people. All right. So I just wanted to share that with you. If you are enjoying this content, hit that like button, share this stream out. Barnes Homestead, how you doing, love? I've made very bad decisions in my life, Rolynn, and I'm reaping them now, and I can't blame anyone but myself. I can ask for your prayers, but bottom line, actions have consequences. Barnes Homestead, thank you for being a stand-up individual. Barnes Homestead is not complaining about any one group or race of nationality of people being the cause of all of their problems, because that is just not truthful. That's just, not being honest. Summer Shield, how you doing? Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine of my mind. Okay. I had another moment there going back to the 70s with Summer Breeze. Woo! All right. So let me cue this up. And I told you the reason I keep going back, that's before wokeness came around, right? And we had a good time. And most of you know I'm an avid, how you doing, Mayor? I'm an avid follower of Dr. Thomas Sowell. I only hate that he has never been utilized in any president's cabinet. He's such a wealth of knowledge he has. Oh my God. Wow. Maga, thank you, Summer. We need them. I'm so nervous. Mayor, yes. I love that Summer Breeze. So let's listen to, and this man, Dr. Sowell is what, 93 years old? This man has been telling people the truth. Larry Elder has been telling people the truth. Walter Williams, before he passed away, RIP. How you doing, Pam Wildfly Girl? Good evening, love. You have people, even Malcolm X in the 60s was telling people the truth. So you've had a lot of people to share truth. People just would not listen to them. So again, your life and where you wind up, hey, don't come. The Rollins Reviews YouTube channel has officially canceled the Victimhood Olympics 2025, 2026, and beyond. All of us are where we are today because of decisions and choices that we have made. And, it is what it is. And Pam Wild, if there, are people in a certain nationality that don't like me, that has nothing to do with me. They are not going to stop me from reaching my goals. The last time I checked, our Creator, God, no one is above Him. So I don't care what kind of racist someone may be called. That has nothing to do with me. What about me, Pam Wild? Yes, Connie, how are you, love? Oh, I know, Kamala. The Curry Queen needs to go somewhere and sit down. No one's voting for her. Please. She's wasting her time. She squandered over what, 1.2 billion? No one's giving her. The donors are done with her, and she doesn't have enough money to run on her own, so we don't have to worry about that. Tina, yes, Tina, it breaks my heart. He has such a wealth of knowledge. He has never been utilized. So listen to this. 2021 stats. Yes, Mayor. 31.7% of children lived in single parent households. And again, not all, but most single parent, households. When you look at the crime rates, you look at the educational levels, not all, but most. Statistics don't lie. It's not a good situation. So listen to Dr. Soul. He's been telling people that. Even he has stats from England and other countries. And it doesn't matter. Even, whites that are doing well there against whites who are not. The single parent households, it's the same thing. It doesn't matter about your race. When the government is taking care of you, bad things happen. Listen to Dr. Soul.
Married couple families have for more than a quarter of a century, every single year, at a poverty rate under 10%. And in most of those years, the national poverty rate was not as low as 10%. So it's not and you say, well, this is due to institutional racism. In that case, does that mean that the racists make an exception for blacks who are married?
According to census data from 1890 to 1940, a black child was more likely to grow up with married parents than a white child. For blacks, out-of-wedlock births have gone from 25% in 1965 to 73% in 2015. For whites, from less than 5% to over 25%, and for Hispanics, out-of-wedlock births have risen to 53%. What happened to fathers? The answer is found in a basic law of economics. If you subsidize undesirable behavior, you will get more undesirable behavior. In 1949, the nation's poverty rate was 34%. By 1965, it was cut in half to 17%, all before President Lyndon Johnson's so-called war on poverty. But after that war began in 1965, poverty began to flatline. From 1965 until now, the government has spent over $20 trillion to fight poverty. The poverty rate has remained unchanged, but the relationship between poor men and women has changed dramatically. That's because our generous welfare system allows women, in effect, to marry the government. And this makes it all too easy for men to abandon their traditional moral and financial responsibilities. Psychologists call such dependency learned helplessness. How do we know that the welfare state creates disincentives that hurt the very people we're trying to help? They tell us. In 1985, the Los Angeles Times asked both the poor and the non-poor whether poor women often have children to get additional benefits. Most of the non-poor respondents said no. However, 64% of poor respondents said yes. Now, who do you think is in a better position to know?
Black married couple families have for more than a quarter of a century, every single year, at a poverty rate under 10%.
Under 10%. So again, this man, Dr. Soul, has been telling us this for years. Yes, Robert, they always put on a show for votes. Thank you, Barnes. Yes. We have very intelligent people in this chat. We sure do. Yes, yes, yes. I agree 100%. Thank you for making that statement. Share, subsidized as in Medicaid pays for your birth if you're not married. A lot of white girls don't get married because of that too. Okay, Share Yelverton. Yeah, you subsidize bad behavior. It doesn't matter the nationality. People look at that and they say, why get married? So they do marry the government, but you never really have anything. You are a slave and you don't know it. Tina, yes. And so married couples, Black married couples had a 6% poverty rate. Two-parent households, hey, has the lowest poverty rates. Single mother poverty rates over 30%. Democrats do what? We talked about it. They always reward dysfunction. And whatever is really wrong, they say it's right. That's why they always side with the criminals. They punish disorder. Thomas Sowell would have made a wonderful president. Yes, MAGA. God, can you imagine? Oh my goodness. So the Democratic plantation, that's why we call it that. That's what it is. If someone is paying for your food, if someone is paying for your housing, whatever, you are a slave. Now, I'm not talking about elderly people. I'm not talking about disabled people. I'm talking about, where's my girls? I know my girls is going to say something. I'm talking about a lot of the big backs that we talk about on this channel. People who have never contributed anything. They are parasites. Most of you know one of the courses that I teach is a science course. It's called agri-science. One of the objectives, we talk about microorganisms and parasites. Parasites are what? Organisms, all they do is what? Take. They don't give anything. That's what a parasite is. And some people are parasites of all nationalities. I was watching something the other day. They just busted, I guess these people were from India. They had a store and they were running some type of crooked ring, food stamp ring. So I'm not talking, it's not just one nationality. Several are represented, okay? But Connie, it especially hurts the children because they do what they know. Connie, that's the problem. Yes. And if you don't see an adult getting up every day and going to a job, if all you see is people lying around, that's all you know. When you're younger, you get angry with your parents and you don't realize until you get older. Oh my God. Thank God for my parents. Okay, here's my girls. Big back Bertha always has her mouth and her legs. My girl. God. They both need to be shut down. Who got my girls started again? Oh, my girls, no, you're going to the corner. Go to the corner right now. Oh my God, I can't with these people in this chat. Oh my God. Pam Wild, all they want is something for nothing and want everyone to take care of their lazy selves. Get off your backside, get a job, do what is right for the kids, period. Pam Wild, that's biblical. So even if you don't agree with what me and there are like 45 people in this chat, what we're all saying, go read your Bible. The same thing is in the Bible. My girls, are you in the corner yet? It's legitimate. No need to be embarrassed. Okay, so that's what we're saying. All they do is feed off you. Yeah, that's what parasites do. Corey Wright, how you doing? Charlie Kirk and George Floyd have the same birthday. May both men rest in peace, and my prayers go out to both families. Okay, how you doing, Corey Wright? Yeah, we wish nothing but love, peace, and blessings to everyone, Corey. All right. For the people who complain about welfare, I hear that McDonald's is hiring. My girls, we love you and we need to laugh. Thank you. Tina, she is in the corner. Oh my God. Connie, that's disgusting. Sherry Elverton, if he's eligible, and it will help improve your household's quality of life. Don't feel guilty of asking for available help. Barnes Homestead, and this is what I've said, Barnes Homestead. And the reason I get so angry with these social safety nets, people who have contributed, whenever they do go to apply for assistance, they may get $5, $10, or they're told, well, we can't give you anything because you're over the threshold. But people who have never, ever contributed anything, they get everything. That's what I don't like. Pam, we're talking about the safety net and the Democrats. They want to keep people dependent. That's their voting block. Ruby, White Liberals, Black Rednecks by Dr. Thomas Sowell breaks it down. Ruby, I have not read that book yet, but I will. Yes, Barnes Homestead. Let me show you. So the white liberals that you think love you so much, and they keep telling you that the white conservatives are so racist and they hate you. And it's all a lie. Let me show you. Thank God for cell phones. I don't know if anyone has seen this. This came across my feed, and so I'm sharing it with you. Has anyone seen this man? He was at a JMU, James Madison University football game. Has anyone seen this? Now, we know it's a very contentious race with Winsome Searles. She's a Black Republican. She immigrated here, I think, was it 1970? Her parents immigrated here, something like that. Right, MAGA? Oh, Pam, you're fine, love. We're all here together trying to figure it out, dear. You're just fine. Right, Connie? And they won't. Man, white liberals like to keep you in slavery. So has everyone look at what I have pulled up right now? This was a man at a JMU football game. Now, again, I told you this. Let me read this before I play the video. This video is of a man appearing to yell. Now, this is a white liberal right here. If you can see him, he's right here with the cap on. Now, remember, they're very tolerant, and they tell you how racist white conservatives are. You can't make this stuff up. Has anyone seen? Oh, my girls, you haven't seen it. Finally, I have something you haven't seen. Boom. MAGA, a lot of white liberals brought into the lie that they're better than everyone. And yeah, they are the elites. La la papa. Hello. Hello, love. La la. We're glad you're here. Hit that like button, la la. If you aren't subscribed yet, today is your day. Barnes, they're called the tolerant left. How many videos have I shared with all of you? They are not tolerant at all. Yes, Dorian. Okay, so this man, I have the little cursor. Everyone see this man right here, white liberal. He yells at Virginia Lieutenant Governor Winsome Searles, go back to Hades, traitor, and it went viral. So I think he's getting ready to, you're about to lose your job. He works at Lockheed Martin. So, you know, how stupid can you be? However you're feeling, you don't need to say everything. And again, the tolerant left who are they're holding up. That's why the government is shut down, because they want the illegals to get this health care, and they don't want these illegals deported. Look at what he said here. Let me highlight it. Look at this. Everybody see that? Robert, I haven't liked Nancy Pelosi since the podcast. Okay. But if Oprah wants to say I stepped out of her way so she could be successful, I think she at least owes me half the money. MAGA! Right. No corner to my girl. Let her speak. Okay, Connie, yeah. All right, my girls, come on out of the corner. Everyone wants you back, my girls. I can't fight everyone, so what can I do? So this is a white liberal. And you see, I keep stressing that, right? I want you to listen to him say this. Now, he's a worker at Lockheed Martin, so I don't know if he's going to lose his job, but this is a statement right here from Lockheed Martin. We hold all of our employees and subsidiaries to the highest standards of integrity and professional conduct. Any behavior that violates our code of ethics will be thoroughly investigated, and employees found in violation will be held accountable. Zeta Associates investigated the matter, and look at this. The individual is no longer employed. Look at this. Everyone see this? No, Mom. He's waiting for the Curry Queen to say that again, I guess. Oh my God. Okay, so, you better thank a union member. Boom. All right, so he lost his job. So listen to this, folks. Let me make it larger. Now, this is the white liberal, the people that you keep voting for. How you doing, Rusty? How you doing, love? You keep voting for the liberals against your own best interests, and listen to them. Every time they open their mouth, truth comes out, right? Listen to this. Hold on, let me start it from the beginning. And if I need to play it again, I will. All right, now they have a little music there, so let me see if I can. Oh, I can't put the close. Let me speed. If I can speed it up. Hold on. I might have to speed it up so I'm not copyrighted. Let's see. Let's listen to it now. Because I think the song by Billy Squire, Stroke, is playing. Okay, let's try it now. Did everyone hear that? Let me go back. It's so fast. I don't want to make sure you heard it. He told her, did everyone hear what he said? Go back to Haiti. Yeah. The liberals that you keep voting for that love you so much, right? Okay. And he lost his job. And this was her, she has so much class and dignity. This was her response. Earl Sears said this in response. I thought Democrats were supposed to love everyone. And just to be clear, I'm Jamaican, but I have nowhere to go back to because America is my home. So everyone, they're always talking about their tolerance. They don't have any tolerance. Now, if she were a Democrat, he would be in love with her. He would love her to death. But she's a conservative, so he has nothing for her but insults. Lockheed is one company that is probably far more advanced than SpaceX. Thank you, Rusty. Dang straight, you're American, but if you ever go back to Jamaica, can I go, MAGA? Woo! Oh my God. So yeah, and so we have to continue to expose these people. And they're always talking about, oh my God, how racist. And let me show you this as well. I tell you, I have a lot to show you. And I want to show you this sign because some of you may have forgotten. I didn't. We have to stay on top of this, folks. Anyone remember this sign? The sign they're always posting? I mean, they have said some horrible things to this woman. And I may have to go back because I don't have. Anyway, you can see it. Well, let me close this out. Can everyone see this here? And she's been called some horrible names. She's watched people hold racist signs meant to shame her. The tolerant left, the party that loves Black America. Yeah, right. What a joke. Rusty, if she could kindly stop eating the dogs and eating the cats, that would be great. And Rusty, she's from Jamaica, so that idiot, he didn't even know what he was talking about. He had the wrong country. They called her, oh my God, horrible name. And look at this. Anyone remember this? I wish I could make it long. Can everyone, I'll read this. Hold on. Can everyone see this sign? Hey, Winsome. If trans, talking about the trans community, if trans can't share your bathroom, then Blacks can't share my water fountain. But this is the party of tolerance. This is what you're dealing with, folks. She has served her country and they don't care. And if you've been following her on social media, oh my God, the things they've called this woman. She's married. She's a family woman. Rusty, I know he's just at POS. I'm just having fun. Oh yeah, Rusty, we know, love. We know you're fine, dear. Where are we? Hold on. So, and you know, if you follow her on social media, she's been nice and classy about it, but it's exposing the hypocrisy of the left. I'm disgusted but not surprised. This is the tolerant left. Abigail Spanberger defends. I'm the sitting lieutenant governor, second in command in the former capital of the Confederate States. I'm an immigrant, a Marine, and above all, a human being. There is no place for this disgusting hatred in our Commonwealth. Anyone who doesn't condemn this sign is complicit in approving it. And she's talking about this right here. All right. That's why I shared that with you. If you're enjoying this, let me know. Okay. And I have, what else do I have to share with you? I have another. Let me show you. Hit the like button, folks, if you are enjoying the content. Thank you. Larry Elder. He's been telling them forever. They don't listen.
The social status of black men and black boys, which was set up by a Democrat congresswoman and by Marco Rubio. Trump had 2 appointees. I was one of them. As you know, I've talked about what I call the crisis of the black family, the epidemic of fatherlessness for decades. And yesterday we talked about the Heritage Foundation putting on an event in D.C. about the black family. One of those who wrote a report, research fellow at Heritage, who moderated the event, is Delano Squires. He now joins us. Delano, thank you very much for taking the time. I appreciate it.
Hey, Larry. It's Delano, like Milano cookies, but thank you for having me on.
Delano?
Yes.
Like Milano cookies?
Yes, sir.
Now you made me hungry. Delano, you know, I ran for governor, as you know, in 2021, and I'm on a Zoom call with all of these black pastors. Everything was going okay until I suggested that systemic racism was not even close to the number one problem facing the black community. The number one problem, far and away, is what I call the epidemic of fatherlessness. In Delano, they went ballistic, began attacking me, talking about all the instances that they had regarding police officers, this, that, and the other. I said, this is the 800-pound elephant in the room. You aren't even addressing this. If there's something called clergy malpractice, you guys would be on death row. Maybe I shouldn't have said that, but that was the reaction. Talk to us about what's going on with the black family, Delano.
Sure, and the event that I hosted last week was both an assessment of where the black family is today, but in light of the fact that the Moynihan report on the state of the Negro family, as he called it back then, came out 60 years ago.
Yep.
And one of the things that's most obvious.
And I've talked about the Moynihan report. He was the first to raise the alarm about the out of wedlock births. And Moynihan, I think I've already talked about him. And I think his father abandoned their family when he was a kid. So this was something close to his heart. Children growing up without a father.
Obvious is that, Larry, we're facing a poverty paradox, which is to say people will attribute sort of the breakdown of the black family to a lack of resources or economic opportunity. But what you see is that in 1959, the black poverty rate was about 55%. And in the same year, the out of wedlock birth rate was about 22%. And what we've seen in subsequent decades is that poverty has plummeted, right? So decreased down to 18% by 2023. But the non-marital birth rate has been at or around 70% in the black community for the better part of about 30 years. So the issue is not poverty. The issue is that there has been a normalization of father optional homes, particularly in the black community. So marriage has become obsolete and fathers have become optional in far too many, particularly in low income black neighborhoods across the country. And you're right, it's an issue that civil rights organizations, racial equity activists, many black pastors just refuse to acknowledge.
I put it this way: the so-called war on poverty, launched in the mid-'60s by Lyndon Johnson, I believe with the best of intentions, has incentivized women to marry the government and incentivized men to abandon their financial and moral responsibility. And very few people want to talk about it. I've had a radio show for some 30 years, and I tried to get Jesse Jackson on, I tried to get Al Sharpton on, I tried to get Maxine Waters on. They won't come on.
And the black gatekeepers, the black Democratic shills, they can't, between them all, they don't have more than 2 brain cells. They won't even, again, this man has been asking these people to come on his show forever. None of them ever go. I wonder why.
But one so-called black leader I was able to get on was Kawesi Mfume, then the president of the NAACP. He was a congressman from Maryland. He's now back in Congress. And I said to him, Mr. Mfume, as between the presence of white racism or the absence of black fathers, which poses a bigger threat to the black?
And we know he's another black Democratic shield. We know that already.
Community. And to his credit, without missing a beat, he said the absence of black fathers.
Well, good for him. I wonder if he would answer the same way today, because what we've seen, particularly since President Obama left office, is that it is hard to find a national Democrat who will consistently connect marriage and family structure to social outcomes. He was the last person who did it, and he was attacked by the progressive left, particularly black progressive left, including in Ebony magazine, where one radical feminist professor named Brittany Cooper took him to task and said that he was blaming black folks when he talked about the need for stronger families and more marriage and more fathers at home.
I remember when he talked about that if you're 5 times more likely to be poor and commit crime, 9 times more likely to drop out of school, 20 times more likely to end up in jail. And Jesse Jackson said he's talking down to black people.
Everyone remember that? Yeah. When Obama was running for president and there was a hot mic on, and Obama mentioned that, and Jesse Jackson, being the black Democratic shield that he is, said that he was talking down to black people. So again, it's not in the black shield's best financial interest to stop these problems, because then they won't be needed, and they're not needed as it is because they're passing out erroneous information. The big pink elephant in the room is white people. All white people are racist. They hate black people. The police are trying to kill black people. Everything that they're out here spreading is erroneous.
Right. Yeah, and black leaders have been critical of anyone who raises these issues, even though it's clear that the things that they attribute to racial discrimination are really a function of family inequality. So, for instance, the order from highest to lowest in terms of median household income follows the exact order in terms of highest to lowest in marriage rates among the major ethnic groups. So particularly for Asian Americans, their median household income is about $122,000. For blacks, it's about $56,000. But for black married couples, it's about $111,000. And for black married couples under the age of 65.
You see that? So if you compare all the stats, black married couples, poverty, Ruby, that's what the black shields are. They're poverty pimps. They make it when you're downtrodden. That's how they make their money. They continually tell you you are a victim of white supremacy and systemic racism. They want you held down. And they do. That they want you to remain on the Democratic plantation. And they want you to continue to remain on all these government programs. How you doing, Lauren? The creators, I'm just saying, if you have anyone that you're depending on, now look at all these people. When is it? This week, November 1st, remember, all these big backs, where's my girls? I did a video. They said they are going to run into Walmart. And I don't know why they put all this on social media. Walmart has responded. They are prepared for when these big backs come in there. I showed you some videos where some women already started this. I have children at home to feed, and you're not stopping me. November 1st, I will have to go live to see if the big backs get caught. So we'll see. Woo! Let me finish.
It's even higher than the median income for Asians. So we are our leaders, particularly the Black community, have their head in the sand when it comes to these issues. And part of what I want to do with that event is to, as they like to say, raise awareness and raise consciousness of this being the most important problem facing our community today.
Far and away. And Delano, let's talk about these so-called Black leaders.
And someone type it in the comment section. I forgot. These Black Democratic shields, these poverty pimps, these so-called Black leaders, what do they tell us is the main problem with the Black community? Someone type it in the comment section. I forgot.
Barack Obama's first book, which was a wonderful book, Dreams from My Father, was all about his angst not having his father in his life. Jesse Jackson was raised by a single mom who was impregnated by the man who lived next door. And in a book called Thunder in America, a biography about him, he was taunted growing up in South Carolina because then it was rare for a Black kid not to have a mother and a father in the home. He was taunted, Jesse ain't got no daddy, Jesse ain't got no daddy. Al Sharpton had a nice middle-class life until his father ran away with another woman, and then down to the hood he went. And Louis Farrakhan, his mother was estranged from her husband, had a boyfriend, took back up with the husband, got pregnant, and tried to abort Louis Farrakhan with a coat hanger so the boyfriend wouldn't find out. My point is, these are four so-called Black leaders, influential, all of whom either had no relationship or a poor relationship with their fathers, yet they don't talk about this as the number one problem facing the Black community.
Now, I will say Farrakhan has talked about the importance of fathers, but what Larry is talking about is to the extent that it needs to be discussed. God, Obama did so much, nothing for the poor Black community. It's mind blowing. Takes too long to list the nothing that he did. MAGA, yeah. My girls, where are we here? Always claim that Blacks are the chosen people and the tribe of Judah. Yeah, that Black nationalism and all that crap. A government that can give you everything can also take everything away. They're finding out the hard way. Ruby, that's why you depend on your creator, not the government. Boom, Ruby gets it.
And this failure of leadership, I think, has been going on for decades. So when I write about it, I write about how welfare displaced men from their rightful role as providers in their home, how second-wave feminism deceived women into rejecting marriage and motherhood and being antagonistic towards the home, and how Black leaders have denied that this is actually a problem. Right. And they've been doing that for the better part of, I'd say, at least 4 decades. But it's time to spur them to action, and I think more and more people are beginning to wake up to realize that this is a problem. And obviously, Larry, as you know, probably better than anyone, this is not just a problem within the Black community. It's most acute in the Black community, but 40% of all American children are born to unmarried parents.
That's right.
And about a quarter live with a single parent, which is the highest rate in the world.
Delano, we have 60 seconds. Talk to us about what we do about this.
So what I said at the end of my report, the blueprint for Black family revival, we need to make marriage revival and family restoration a priority for Black leaders, reframe family strengthening efforts to focus on the rights of children, harness the power of key institutions to create a culture of marriage. That's Black churches, HBCUs, media outlets, and federal, state, and local government, and then anticipate resistance from allies. Larry, there are a lot of people who say that they're pro-Black and for the cause who are going to resist this effort, including feminists, abortionists, LGBT activists, anti-racist, and functional atheists. So there's a lot of work to be done, but I think that we can turn this around.
Delano, if people want to get involved, is there a website?
All right, that's pretty much all of that. Where are we? My girls. They idolize their melanin as a cover-up for their sin and lack of responsibility to turn to the true and living God. Oh, my girls out. That's good. My girls, yeah, I'm glad you came out of the corner. I'll pin that. Because it's all about blackity, blackity, black, black, black. But you're right. They need to get back to God. 31% of Black Americans are married. And the stats don't lie. If you look at the crime rate, when the family was intact, crime was lower. Stats don't lie. Everyone has a right to their own opinion, but not to their own facts. And of course, I got that from Dr. Thomas Sowell. And we know now, Black Americans lead in out of wedlock births. So as he said, you incentivize bad behavior. What do you expect? Choices you make, right? are important. Family structure is vitally important. It's not racism that placed you in your current predicament, the choices and decisions that you made. Rusty, I have 2 books of his right here. Rusty, I don't know if you were here. I have, and I need to read the book. Ruby keeps talking about the one I really need to read is Black Rednecks and White Liberals. I think that's what it is. Yeah, but look at Rusty. Hold on. Show you. Ta-da! I have a couple of books here. And that man is brilliant. Oh, he is a genius. All right, so let me show you. I'm not done. I have to go to TikTok again. Hold on. Let me see. If you are enjoying this content, type a 1 in the comment section. Let me get ready to cue this up. There was another white American woman on TikTok, and she was just, and we on here, we've been saying, the Democratic Party, they are not right. And I'm glad more people are speaking out. What are your thoughts, folks? You know how I feel. And this, the one I'm going to queue up, this white woman says she's racist against white liberals. Okay. So, pretending to be saviors to Black people. Has anyone seen that one? It's pretty viral too, I think. Let me see if I can find her. Hit that like button, folks. 80% of the problem starts at home. Boom. As an educator, jet lag, I have to agree with you. All right, let me see. I think I found her. All right. I think I found her. And you know how it is when someone exposes the truth. People don't, white liberal savior. All right. And I don't know if that was on her X page. I don't know where Antoine got it from, but I want to play it. All right, hold on. Now wait, let me cue it up. All right. Here's one, and then I'm going to show you another.
I'll tell you what, stop it. Stop it. Because what happens is when you put yourself as the white savior, what you do is you elevate yourself above the Black person because you feel then like you have to save us. So just stop it. Just treat everybody regular and normal. Just like I would treat you regular and normal, you treat us regular and normal rather than.
Isn't that what Charlie Kirk was saying? Yeah.
Trying to save us.
I just got one thing I wanted to bring up earlier about taxes, because you were saying that you had your job and you were talking about how like you get the tax every time and you're like seeing your tax go up. I worked in nursing homes in 2020 COVID. The last thing that was on my mind when I watched 60 and 70-year-olds on their deathbeds suffocating to death was taxes. I was worried about healthcare. I didn't give a shit about taxes in that time. So when I go to work every day, that's
okay. So you heard what I wanted you to hear. Now let's go here. I think this is the white liberal savior. Okay, here we go.
I never knew how racist I was until I came to Colorado. because let me tell you how much I absolutely despise speaking with anybody who is a white savior liberal. The amount of racism I have for people of my own kind drives me up a mother wall and is a little bit mind-blowing, to be quite frank. White liberals are the worst people in all of society. They have this complex of superiority about them where they think that they are better than other people, but at the same time they think that they're lesser than other people. So they always play the victim while also saying that they're better than other people by trying to put other people on a pedestal, by trying to also tell other people that, hey, I know that I'm better than you, so I'm going to help you rise up in the ranks. And then when other people call them out for that shit, they're like, no, it's not that I think that I'm better than you. I just know that I'm better than you. So that's why I need to save you, right? When you have a conversation with somebody who's a white savior liberal, you know exactly who I'm talking about. You get the fat white women who have the shaved slick backs with the purple hair, the septum piercing, the glasses, the gut hanging out with the crop top, and you're like, why would you ever wear that out in public? And they're like, because my body, my choice. Ooh, fat reliance, fat superiority. Oh, they them energy. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And then you get them in a conversation with somebody who happens to be like a black conservative or a person of color who's a conservative, and they're like, I need to save you because you are a lesser person than I am. And then you're like, hey, that's a really wild thing to say, because just because you're white doesn't mean that you're better than I am. And they're like, well, it's not that I'm better than you. I just know that you have years upon years of oppression. They're like, hey, I'm not oppressed. I'm actually earning more money than you. I'm more successful than you. I've taken life by the horns and I've ridden it well, and I've learned my life lessons and I've gotten to where I wanted to go. And here I am as a person of color or somebody who you're saying that I need to be lesser than you, that you need to save me. And here I am doing better at life than you are. And you still
talk about.
So I'm just saying, folks, yeah. So this lady, she's white American. How you doing, Pennywise? And she said she's racist against white liberals because she knows what they're saying is a crock. Pennywise, you made it. Yay. Hit that like button, love. And I agree with her wholeheartedly, just like I did Pennywise, and everyone who's just joining. Make sure you go back and listen to I've played 3 or 4 other clips. So I want to make sure you hear those as well. But yeah, this is what she's saying. I agree with. They're telling you can't make it due to white supremacy and systemic racism, and it's all a lie. This is America, and you can make it if you want to, or you can sit back and listen to these poverty pimps and you'll never have anything. Jeremiah, how you doing, love? And that's just how it goes. All right, so that's all I want. I wanted you to hear what she had to say about her thoughts and what she feels about white liberals. She knows it's a crock, and that's why she exposes it. How you doing, Patriot Roy? All right, I think that was the end of that. All right, so yeah, that was all. That was all I wanted you to, I think, see. Yeah, they're all right with you until you disagree. And then when you do that, oh my God. Jeremiah, what are you excited about, love? Your move? All right, there you go. So I shared that with you. I had, I think, one more. And you already know how Vince Ellison feels about the Democratic Party. He exposes them like, it seems like every day. He's been exposing them. He will never stop exposing them.
I've known this for a while, but it only made sense to me to bring it up after I was watching the DNC convention. And they started the DNC convention with this woman coming out there talking about that America was built on Indian land. the convention site, all this kind of stuff on Indian land. And the Democratic Party had to put out some type of proclamation saying that they recognize this as being true.
Let's talk about the land for a second. The DNC acknowledges and honors the Dakota Oyate, the Dakota people, who are the original stewards of the lands and waters of Minneapolis. The Dakota cared for the lands, lakes, and the Wapatonka, the Great River, the Mississippi River, for thousands of years before colonization. This land was not claimed or traded. It's a part of a history of broken treaties and promises. And in many ways, we still live in a system built to suppress Indigenous peoples' cultural and spiritual history.
In all my life, I've been hearing black folks talk about how white folks mistreated the Indians and how white folks did the Indians wrong and how black people and Indians were all mistreated by the white man, how the white man was a racist because how he treated the Indians. But it's something that these stupid Negroes didn't know. And you know what that was, y'all? That of the 5 civilized nations, that's the Cherokee, the Choctaw, the Creek, the Seminoles, they had slaves. They said that these nations had altogether about 10,000 slaves, and that they all joined the Confederacy. Pause for effect. Yeah, they fought for the Confederacy, y'all, and
You know, we're talking about the Democrats here, those that are just joining. Okay.
And black people today still want to side with these Indian nations as a solidarity against white supremacy when these Indian nations had your ancestors enslaved and fought for the Confederacy. Hell, it makes sense. You side with the Democratic Party, did the same thing.
And been voting Democrats 60 plus years. Your enemy.
I mean, they had this Indian by the name of Stade Waddy. He was a brigadier general, and he was second principal chief of the Cherokee Nation. And he was in command of all the Indian forces in the Trans-Mississippi Theater. Stade Waddy, he was so hardcore Confederate, that joker was the last Confederate general to surrender to the Union forces. He fought to the end, man. In 2024, the DNC opened with an acknowledgement that the land that they were on was forcibly removed from the Indian nations. Now, these same white folks with the Confederacy and with the Democratic Party treats the Indians like they treat black people. Lip service. Oh, they'll say it all, but they're not going to give you back into their land. You can cry till hell freezes up. You're not going to get 1 acre back, not one blade of grass back. Same thing about reparations when it comes to black people from the Democratic Party. Oh, yeah, they'll give you all kind of lip service, but when it comes down to writing that check, you yokels ain't going to never get it.
And since he brought that up, Governor Newsom in California, he's starting this crap up again. And you know he's talking about running for president. So he's forming another committee for reparations to Black Americans. What a joke. Don't get me started on that man. Oh, my God. And like I've already said, for anyone that thinks they're going to get reparations, it's not going to happen. So stop wasting valuable time.
It's amazing how ignorant black folks always side with the people that enslaved them and will always want to fight against the people that freed them. The Republican Party came down here and freed you from your master without your knowledge, your participation. And now you want to sue them. 600,000 deaths freeing you. $3.2 trillion. I said $1 trillion spent. Had federal troops down south from 1861 to 1877, 16 years, freeing you and trying to make sure you could vote and keeping you safe. And at the end, you still say, we want more. 600,000 lives, $3.2 trillion, and a 16-year occupation of federal troops, all for you. And you want to sue the stars and the bars, well, the stars and stripes that freed you.
Yep.
And you want to have solidarity with the Indians and the Confederacy that had your black ass enslaved. I tell you what, man.
Vince Ellison calls it as he sees it. He does not bite his tongue. Get him, Vince.
And beam me up, Scotty. Here's a reason why you're at the bottom of every socioeconomic statistic in America, because you got to be stupid to form that type of ideology. It is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. But again, that's who you are.
Thank you, Ruby. He's already vetoed reparations. So again, this is another proverbial banana in the tailpipe. You're not getting any reparations. You're not getting anything from the Democratic Party. Why do they have to form a commission, a committee? They didn't form anything for the illegals. Can you not see that? They didn't form it. They just passed the checks out. But you are crazy enough to believe you're going to get some reparations. It will never happen. Never, ever. So stop it. Don't be a schmuck.
Whenever you want to figure out why black people are at the bottom of everything, you contemplate that. The fact that they are still tied at the hip, most of them, with a party of perverts, liars, psychopaths, anti-Christian bigots. A party that has turned its back on God. Oh, they love Jesus Christ on Sunday. But a party that curses his name. Don't mutter his name around us.
What are your thoughts so far, folks? My girls is at it again. They can sing it till Hades freezes over and Big Bertha goes on a diet. And you know she ain't giving up her Twinkies and ho-hos. It ain't going to happen. All right, my girls. Pennywise said, get a job, right? Rollyn's reviews. I can't DM you on X. Yeah, I thought I had. Okay, Jeremiah, I'll go on there and make sure I have. I thought I was following you, love. I'll check it out.
Run them out the public school system. Bring the drag queens in. Take the Bible that you love and pull it out of the libraries and put porn in. Oh, yeah.
He's not making it up. As an educator, I can say he's telling the truth.
Have demented men in the bathrooms with your daughters, locker rooms. Aborting over half your children every year, up to the 9th month. Sending your soul to hell. And now you come to find out that the Cherokee that you think you had, and the Cherokee and the Choctaw and the Creek and the Seminoles and all the rest of them that you had solidarity with, they also had your behind enslaved.
But you're siding with them, but you call yourself asking the federal government for reparations. And again, I say you need to start in Africa. Go ask the African nations. You probably will come up missing. But that's where you need to start if you're asking for reparations. Go to Africa because they're the ones who sold their brethren and sisterin into slavery for trinkets.
But it's par for the course. Y'all never cease to amaze me with your ignorance. You never cease to amaze me with your self-hatred. You never cease to amaze me with your ability to always choose the wrong side. And this is not designed to have you turn against your brother, Native Americans in the United States of America. I just think that it's good for you guys to know what the history is, know the true history, and understand what it is. Don't fall for the lie that just because the Native Americans and the whites had beef, that these people were automatically on your side. That's not true. Part of the biggest problem at the end of the Civil War with the Native Americans and the Union soldiers, that the Native Americans had worked with the Confederacy. And a lot of them never surrendered. That's where the Buffalo Soldier came from. Y'all wondered why black men in Union uniforms were going out north fighting the Indians. That's why. Because the Indians fought for their enslavement. When I was young, I was wondering too. Heard about the Buffalo Soldiers, and I was saying, why are the Buffalo Soldiers out there fighting Indians? Shouldn't they be helping the Indians out against the white man? History didn't teach you that the Indians out there had slaves, and that they had fought with the Confederacy to destroy America. And that's why the Buffalo Soldier had no love for them. But now you know. Check it out for yourself. It's easy to Google. Just put in, did Native Americans or Indians have slaves? And they'll go, poof! It'll show up and you can read it out for yourself because I know you don't want to believe it. White man told you to believe that, so. Just something for you to ponder. So let us support our president while he goes and cleans up these cities. And I want you to learn your history. And I want you to be knowledgeable. And I want you to make the right decisions. And I am here on this website, and I am here with my books. I am here with my podcast. I'm here to do my...
Has anyone read any of Vince Ellison's books? That's my question. Okay. Let me know. Type it in the comment section. Saria, how you doing? I have not. And again, I guess when I retire, I have a little more time on my hands. But I would love to read his books. So again, those of you just joining, we said we need to get back to faith. Hit the like button, please, folks. Faith and family, they go hand in hand, folks. They really do. Faith and family. The Democratic Party is not your savior. So if you look at all these people crashing out, like I said, November 1st, I'm sure I will have to go live because they're talking about they're just going to run in, fill some carts, and run out. So we have to wait and see what's going to happen with that situation. Only God can save you. Don't depend on anyone but your creator, right? We said that. Let me see the comments. Ruby, yes, the Indians did. Okay, yeah. So, and remember, Ketanji Brown said, if you're a black, you are like a disabled person. So again, they keep telling you what they think about you. They think you're low intelligence. They think that. Listen to what they say. Ketanji Brown, she's black. She's married to a white man, and she's a victim. Just like these other black shields complaining about how horrible white supremacy and racism is. Stop it. You sleep with a white man every night, so stop your lies. Tina, Trump getting rid of the illegals, so the Democrats are going to have to go back to trying to get blacks and American Native. Tina, yeah, they're having to backtrack. Facts. This is how the Democratic Party thinks and feels about you, Black America, so stop being stuck on stupid. Don Lemon, married to a white man. Right. But always talking about how horrible white people are. You sleep with a white man every night, so stop it. I don't want to hear your lies. Stop it. Yeah, Rusty, he is. But he's always talking about how horrible white people are. Well, why are you sleeping with a white man every night? Stop it. We know you're lying. Stop it. Let's be honest. We've seen these people. There won't be much running. Rusty! Rusty's talking about big backs. They said, yeah, they're not going to be running, and it will be very easy to catch them. They can't move that fast. Yeah, Kamala, all of these people talking about racism. Yeah. So the Democrats want you to be poor. They want you to be broke, busted, disgusted, downtrodden, oppressed, subjugated, enslaved, subdued, intimidated, and any other adjective that you can think of. Mog, if I were married to somebody of a different race and they spoke poorly of my race, I would feel unloved and unwanted. Maga, I know. How do they do it? They're married to white people and they talk crap about white people all day, every day. What the heck? Lemon head. All right, Jeremiah. So you need to stop falling for the dangling carrot. Pennywise, Don Lemon is a clown, and that's coming from me. Boom. Trump is sending their new voting bloc back to their various countries. Thank God for President Trump. The Democrats see that they're losing their grip on Black America. Thank God. God is good. I'm glad. They have given the illegals silver and gold, trinkets, pearls, diamonds. What do they give Americans? Zero. They're trying to give them even more. And we know the standoff right now, the government shutdown. They want these illegals to have an allegiance to them from the cradle to the grave. That's what this is all about, folks. I have one more video to share with you, and we are out of here. All right. I need to check with you to make sure. I don't think I've shared this with you. My girls, I know you have not missed a live, so you would know. Did I share this video with you about this woman the police officer stopped? Now, first of all, if your paperwork is not where it should be, how about shut up and follow and comply? Okay, Rusty. Did I share this with you? The cop cam? Because I still have people asking, what is wrong with children in the schools and why we see some of the videos we do, which means stereotypes are going nowhere anytime soon. My girls. Okay. So this is one of the primary reasons you can't keep teachers. And every time I run across one of these videos, listen to it. The entitlement. And again, unfortunately, it wouldn't be quite as bad if these people didn't have children. But they have children, so you know they are teaching them to disobey authority. So they do this, as I keep telling you, this happens in the schools. Then they get out here. So I'm sure if you could go back and talk to this woman's teacher, she did the same thing in school. So watch this and then we're done. And I'm sharing this because when a police officer tells you you're free to leave, you need to go. But if you stay there and act like a fool, you're going to be arrested. So let's watch this.
2025, an officer was conducting speed enforcement using an unmarked Dodge Durango.
Hi there. You're doing almost 60 miles an hour.
I can see my speed limit here. I was going 35. The speed limit is 45. I know I wasn't going no 60. I can see my speed limit. It tells me the speed limit right there.
Well, you were passing every car.
I was going 35. It's a big SUV. It's an Audi. It goes pretty fast for the speed.
Okay.
So again, she's already, the officer has already clocked her. She said, no. So again, no accountability, no responsibility. How much I would buy each of you a steak dinner at Texas Longhorn Restaurant if you go and talk to her teacher. How you doing, Randy? And her teachers tell you she was a model student, because I know that's not the case. This big back did the same thing when she was in school. Where's my girls when I need her? Okay.
License on you, miss?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Do you understand that when you're passing many cars?
What I'm telling you is I can see my speed limit. It tells me the speed limit right there, 45. I was going 35.
I understand that. Do you understand that I'm a trained motor cop? I do this for a living.
Have something to show me what I was going 60?
Yes, you were passing all the cars.
You have something to show me.
My radar showed you.
So again, he's already clocked her on his radar. He's telling her, ma'am, I clocked you at 60. She's saying, no, not me.
57 miles an hour, and you're passing all the cars.
Sir, I know what I was
Did you know that you were passing all the cars?
I was going 35.
Okay.
There was no.
Now she's a police officer. Now she has a radar in her Audi because she says, no, sir, I was going 35. Okay, I'll continue.
No cars on the road. It was just me and you.
Have you been drinking?
Sir, go run my license. Get out of my face, please. Go ahead.
Oh, you hear what she said? Get out of my face. Sir, go around. Get out of my face. Okay. Tell me what you think of this video as you watch.
I'm trying to
Don't
educate
ask
you.
me if I've been drinking. That's a racial slur.
He asked her if she had been drinking. She tells him that's a racial slur. Thank you, Democrats. 60 plus years of voting for Democrats, and everyone, all Black people are victims. My girls, Rolynn's Reviews, another big birth that needs her mouth taped shut. Boom. Woo! My girls, you're not going to the corner. Keep speaking truth. Pennywise, attitude that will end well. Pennywise, this officer told her more than once that she was free to go. This idiot stayed there, continued to act like a fool until she was arrested. I can't with some. This is that demographic inside the demographic, which means stereotypes are going nowhere anytime soon.
Right there, because how do I look like I've been drinking? Because I'm telling you what I was going.
Because
if I
you're
was
doing
drinking,
35
you gonna do a breathalyzer or not? Okay.
All right, let me get rid of the commercial. How you doing, ZG? Randy said, wonder how she was educated. Randy, who knows? I'm sure she acted like a total fool in anyone's classroom that she was in.
Temp tag would show that the vehicle had been issued a permanent plate. In Florida, once that's done, the temp tag is immediately invalidated.
Did everyone hear that? Let me go back because I know a commercial sort of broke it up. All right, hold on, because I want to make sure you can hear it all. Okay.
Lies or not? Okay.
A check of the vehicle's temp tag would show that the vehicle had been issued a permanent plate. In Florida.
So just so you know, her temp tag was expired. Okay, ZG. So that means she had not picked up her permanent tag. Rusty, you've been drinking. New N-word. Yeah, she said that's racist. We know who she voted for in the election. She voted for the Curry Queen because she's a victim. Better start using ad protector or ad blocker to remove the ad. Okay, Lala. She tried to act like she knows more than the officer, and she was a DEI student. They passed her just to get her out of their hair. My girls, I can't tell you how prevalent that is. A lot of these kids you see walking across the stage, it's DEI. Of all nationalities, I'll say that.
Once that's done, the temp tag is immediately invalidated.
Okay, so the temporary license plate is expired today and is no longer assigned. You have a new license plate assigned to the vehicle.
Days to get a new license. Can you put my license plate back?
No, this license plate is no longer assigned to this vehicle. You have a new license plate assigned to it.
He's just told her it's her temporary tag is invalid. She was like, no, I have 6 days. So she's not listening. She's telling him, oh my God, you can't make this stuff up.
Okay, well, I haven't picked it up yet. That one hasn't expired yet. So you can put my license plate back today. So I still got 6 days to go get it.
So he's telling her, my girls, put some tape on her mouth. Yeah, she won't shut up. She tried to act like she knew everything. What's wrong with this lady? Her getting a ticket is because she was going over the speed limit. And Miss Connie, her temporary plate has expired. But she's telling him, no, I still have 6 days. This is what teachers deal with. Lala, no, so she was issued a permanent tag. Yes, Lala, she didn't pick it up yet. Oh my God.
So I would like for you to put that back.
No, that's not how it works.
In the state of Florida, you have up to 6 more days to drive with an expired license plate, temporary. So I need you to put that back before I be suing you.
You can sue me.
Okay, I need you to put that back.
When I run the license plate, it's no longer assigned to the vehicle.
It is assigned to the vehicle.
It's not.
So I need you to go
Did
put
you
that
see
back.
my
It's
computer?
a temporary. Do you need to see my registration?
No, I don't.
Okay,
because this
but
is
I
no
have
longer
30
assigned to the
days.
vehicle.
Okay, I have
Now,
30.
remember, she said she had 6 days. Now she's saying she has 30 days. So now she's a police officer. Now she's a lawyer. She knows Florida law. Please don't use Dollar Tree tape. Use duct tape so she knows they mean business. My girls, shut up. She won't shut up. Her braids are tied too tight. Pennywise. Yeah, listen to this.
3 days to get a tip. This is just expired today.
Yes.
So I have 6 more days to get my license plate.
Wrong.
Yes, I do.
We're not going to argue on the side of the road so I can get hit by a car
So
while
you
I'm
have a
talking to
license
you.
plate to put on my car?
No.
So I need to put that one back.
You need to go get it.
Exactly. So put that back so
No,
I can go get it.
it's not assigned to the car. I'm not having
Yes,
this
it is.
discussion
I
with
have
you.
my registration in my.
You're getting a
in
ticket
my-
today
in
for
my-
speeding. We can go in front of the judge and we can explain how
I
you
need
were
you to put
speeding
my
today.
license plate
There's a
back.
fine that you can pay or call the
I
number
need
to
you to put
traffic
my
court.
license plate back.
I'm not putting license plate back. You're free
Yes,
to go.
you are.
No,
I have my registration in
You're free
here.
to go.
Which you never asked for.
I don't need it. You're free
Yes,
to go.
you do. It's a temporary license plate.
Okay, I hope you've been listening. He said you're free to go. He's going to say it again. This idiot's going to continue until she gets arrested. Oh my God. What a baboon.
You're not
You are
supposed to
free
take
to
that.
go.
I need my
You are
license
free to
plate,
go.
sir.
Okay, how many times has he said you are free to go? Is that 3 or 4? Yes, Jeremiah. Jeremiah says she's ignorant. Okay, you sound like Chris Rock. She's got to be miserable. Okay, he said how many, was it 3 or 4 times that he said you're free to go? Okay, thank you, my girl. He said it 4 times. Keep watching.
You are
I
free
need
to
my
go.
license plate. How am I going to drive without a license plate?
Was that 5, my girls? He said it again. You're free to go. Okay.
Make it make sense.
Just drive.
I need a license plate. How am I
He said just drive. That's 5. 6.
going to go
Stop.
drive without a license plate?
I'm not talking to you anymore. You're free to go.
How many times was that, my girl? 6.
Get back in your
My
car.
license plate.
Get
You're
back
not
in your
supposed to
car.
do that. You're not
Get back
supposed
in
to
your
do
car.
that. I need
Get
my
back
license
in
plate
your
back on
car.
my car. I have 6 days. So you're not supposed to do that. You racist ass.
If you don't get
She called him a racist MF. All right. Okay. Yeah. Tate La. Black Lives Matter. This is all blown up in their face. Remember after George Floyd? Oh, we need body cams. This is showing who the real perps are. Now we do have police officers like every other profession. You have people who do things they're not supposed to do. How many times, someone type it in the comment section. How many times did he tell this woman to leave? Keep watching.
back in your car, you're going to get arrested. If you're going to
Now she called him a hoe. She's sticking up her middle finger. Keep watching.
get back in your car,
You bitch.
get back in your
FUB. Keeps telling her, look, count how many times he keeps telling her to get back in her car. How you doing, Paulina? Keep watching.
car. Get back in.
Hey, did everyone hear what she just said? I'm going to shoot your ASS. Laura, how are you? Yeah, she's a true jet lag. This is a true Karen. Yes. This is the bumquishan of the projects. She's a true Karen. Tina, yes. Laura, oh my God. Laura. She's called him racist. She's called him everything but a child of God. Keep watching.
The car.
I'm a license, bitch. What's wrong with you? Get the fuck out my face. If I slap your ass. Get the
Okay. She's already threatened to shoot him. She threatened to slap him. She's doing the most. Keep watching.
out my face. Don't touch me. Freedom of speech, bitch. Get the fuck out my face.
Send me a 94.
And she called him the N-word too.
Get your ass out my face. Don't touch me. If I don't touch you, don't touch me. Simple.
Woo. Wow. Now we know this girl is not at fault. Yeah, Laura, you're good. We know it's white supremacy and systemic racism that's holding her back. And the reason she gets arrested. Oh, this mean white racist officer. Oh my God, he's treating her so bad. Oh God, no.
Get your ass out my face.
54. Just have somebody tell me.
Get your ass out my
You're
face.
gonna be arrested.
For
Get
what?
out of the car.
For what?
Get out of
What
the
are you
car.
arresting me for?
Get out of the car.
What are you arresting me for?
Get out of the car.
What are you arresting me for?
Get out of the
What are
car.
you arresting me for? I need
Get
to
out of
know.
the car.
What are you arresting me
I
for?
told you to get back in the car.
What are you arresting?
You didn't
Okay,
listen.
so what?
So
I
get
can
back
stand
in
out in the
car.
street if I
Then you
want
started
to.
threatening me, telling me
I
that
can
you were
stand
gonna
out in the
shoot me.
street. I can stand in the
Then
street.
you
Do I have a
started telling me
gun?
that you were going
No,
to
I
shoot
don't.
me.
So you can't arrest
You're
me.
going to
Let
be
me go.
arrested. Stop.
Let me go then.
Stop.
I have
Get out of
kids.
the
Let me
car.
go.
Get out of
Okay, I have kids. So her kids, she's acting like a whole ninja. She has kids in the back seat. How many times did he tell this woman to leave? Laura, this idiot. The officer told her 6 or 7 times to leave. She's threatened him, threatened to shoot him, said she was going to slap him. I can't breathe. Rusty, you know that's coming next, right? She's got Lala, she does. The reason she's doing this is because it's been allowed for way too long. Boom. Jet lag and Rollins reviews the new definition of a Karen. What did it mean before 1950? Aunt Karen. Yeah, she's a true Karen. Lala, she has something that's unstable.
I'm not getting out of the car.
Get out of the car.
Let me go, because you're arresting me for no reason. Let me.
Imagine this big birthday in someone's classroom. Do you think I would deal with a low intelligence person like this? No way.
Go now.
Now you're going to get another charge for resisting.
Let me go. I'm not resisting.
Stop.
You're arresting me for no reason. Let me call
Stop.
my people.
Stop.
Don't pull me. Do not pull me. I'm going to call my people.
Okay.
Let me go.
You can sit here until
She's calling her people. So what is that supposed to scare him? Yes, it is, Lala. It is real. Yeah, this is unfortunately people are stupid.
my backup gets hit.
I don't care.
You're not going to call anybody.
My phone. You stupid. Don't touch me.
So you're going to call more people?
I'm going to call my people say, come get my kids. Are you stupid?
Yeah.
Son, go get my kids. Are you
Stop.
stupid?
Stop.
I have 2 kids in here.
Stop.
Don't touch me. Say, back up. Don't touch me. I'm telling you, don't touch me.
You're making this worse.
You're making it worse because I didn't touch you, so don't touch me.
You're making this worse than me.
Don't touch me. I'm calling my family. Say, come get my kids. Is you stupid?
Get out of the car.
Don't touch me.
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 Get out of the car.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Stop trying to touch my phone.
You're really making this
Stop
worse
trying
than
to
it
touch
needs
my
to be.
phone. I have the right to use my phone. This
No,
is
you
my
don't.
phone. Yes,
You
I
are
do.
under arrest. I'm telling you right now.
I'm
You're
not
under
arrest
arrest.
for anything.
And you are resisting.
I'm not under arrest for anything.
You are
Back
under
up.
arrest.
Back up. Let me go,
Oh
sir.
my God, you're going to
Let
get
me
tased.
go. Let me
You're
go.
going to get tased. You want
For
to get
what?
tased in front of your
So you can
child?
go to sue? So I can sue you?
Because
So I
I'm
can
telling
sue
you.
you? You're
I'm
arresting
telling
me
you
for
that
Connie, yes, after he told this idiot 7 times that she could leave, she proceeded to get out of the car, threatened to shoot him, threatened to slap him, call him all kinds of horrible names. Douglas, straight hood. This is Bum Quisha, the Karen of the projects. She's miserable. Who raised this big mouth? Saria, I guess she was raised by wolves. Oh my God. My girl's the only diploma she may have is from kindergarten. Boom. She's down in Hillsborough County, Florida, acting like a fool. Ruby, he told her more than 6 times to leave. Now she's worried about her kids. You acted like a whole fool, and you have 2 kids in the back seat. Oh my God.
no reason. You're arresting me for no reason. You're arresting me for no reason.
Whew. That's why you can't keep teachers in the class. Can you imagine how she acted when she was in school? Oh. Woo.
I'm getting with District 2. We see Special 14 nearby. We're getting with Census getting the door.
What's your comment? Is it 10-4? Motor 26V. I'm trying to go 1015. She's resisting. Get somebody here 1018.
Somebody come get my kids. I have 2 kids in here.
Let go and get out of the
I
car.
have 2 kids in here. I have 2. You are
Stop.
speaking. He keep touching me.
Stop.
I have 2 kids in
Get
here.
out of the car.
I got 2 kids. I need somebody to come get my
Get out of the
kids.
car.
You're scaring my kids.
You're scaring your
No,
kids.
you
Get
are.
out of the car.
I need somebody to come get
Get
my
out
kids.
of the
No,
car.
I'm not getting out of my car. I'm not getting out of my car.
This is incredible.
I didn't touch you, so don't touch me.
Get out of the car.
I didn't touch you, so don't touch me. I didn't touch you, so don't touch me. You arrest me for nothing because I said I'm gonna shoot you. That's not okay. So what? It's a freedom of speech, sir. It's a freedom of speech, sir. I can say what I want in my mouth. It's a freedom of speech. You're mad? You're mad because you're racist? You're mad?
Okay, how many times has she called this man racist? So that's always the go-to. She has been raised that white people are racist. If they say anything to you, it's because they hate you and they're racist. Yes, Lala. Yes. Can you imagine? She's doing all this with police officers. Me as an educator, all I have running around in my brain, how did she act in someone's classroom? Yeah, old Pennywise. You know. Lala, everyone probably hates her. Oh my God, she won't shut up.
Because you're racist? Yeah, you're racist. You asked me, like,
You just call him racist now, what, 5 times? 6?
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Like I said, don't touch me.
How far is my 94?
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Wait till your other officers get here. Don't touch me. I'll let them arrest me. You don't touch me.
You're funny.
You don't.
Why? There is not even a reason for her to be arrested. All she had to do was listen. He told her what, 6 or 7 times to leave until she proceeds, Prosperity, to get out of the car, threaten to shoot him, threaten to slap his face, call him all kinds of names. So now she's being arrested. Oh my, yeah, she has kids. And so, you know, she's raising these kids not to respect authority. Oh my God.
Touch me. You don't touch me. Stop touching me. Stop touching me. Stop touching me. Stop touching me.
Parsons is just north of Jersey.
Stop touching me. I don't want you touching me.
10-4, they're 51 to you.
Don't touch me.
24.
I'm over here by Rosier Street, by my house. He's arrested me because I told him I'm going to shoot him and I don't care. Because you're racist, sir. You're racist. And I got my license.
All right. How many times has she called him racist? Is that 8 or 9 times? He's arresting her because he's racist. And I said I was going to shoot him, but I don't care. She won't shut up. She don't realize she's incriminating herself. What an idiot. Oh, my God. Lala. Also, it's pretty much common knowledge that you never threaten a cop, and that's an automatic 10 years in prison. What's worse, this is the Satan's Florida of all states to act. Right, Lala, when he told her about 7 times she could leave, and she jumped out of the car to threaten his life. Oh, jet lag. She's past toxic. She's past toxic. Woo. No, she's saying her threatening to shoot him and to slap his face. That's her. She can say it because it's freedom of speech. What an idiot. We know she didn't go to school. Probably a dropout.
Since I don't care. I got a registered license. You get out. I got a registered license. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
These kids are traumatized now because their mother is a schmuck. This is in Florida, Sharia. We're in Florida. I forgot. Yeah, in Florida.
He's touching me, and I told him not to touch me.
It's like, there's no way she has more than 2 brain cells. God, I hope she doesn't have any more children. I'm sure these 2 that she has already, they're probably already ruined. I'm sure of it.
No, I'm not. I got kids and I'm not going nowhere without my kids. No.
I think he's being pretty lenient considering. She's threatened to shoot him. She's threatened to slap his face. Oh my God, you can't make this up. And he could have tased her. He didn't. He's holding her arm, listening to her. Her mouth would have been enough for me. I would have had. Hey, you better be glad I'm not a police officer because I would have had to crack her head open or tase her. Lady, shut up. Woo. He's got restraint because I know I wouldn't have that much.
Yeah, he's right here.
Florida
24. I'm 97.
I said, I don't want you to touch me.
Cher said she's the reason there's no daddy in the house. I'd run too. Cher, no lies were detected in that statement. God.
Somebody else touch me. I don't want you touching me. I let somebody else.
Car up against the car.
Can you please come get my kids, Ronita, please? It's okay, baby. It's okay.
Okay, so now her children are in the back crying because mommy's an idiot. Oh, God. Case up, Greg, right. You know it.
It's okay, Mommy. It's okay.
We just pulled up the help.
It's okay. Don't cry. Do not not cry. I love you. I'm sorry.
You know, you don't love them, ma'am. You had 7 opportunities to leave. You proceeded to get out of your SUV and threaten this officer's life and curse him like a dog. Stop it. You're an idiot.
I'm sorry. Don't cry. Don't cry. I love you. I love you. I'm sorry.
You wouldn't act like this in front of your kids if you were sorry.
He took my license plate out of my car for no reason. I have 6 days to get a license plate. It just expired today. Why did he take my license plate? I have a temporary license plate. He's not supposed to take my license plate. How am I going to drive without my license plate?
I'm right here.
You're not understanding what he did. He took my license plate off my car. In the state of Florida, you have 6 days to get a new license plate. It just expired today.
You won't shut up. This officer's trying to help her. She won't shut up to listen to what he's trying to tell her. Keeping it real goes wrong. Rusty, Timu mommy. She said those babies aren't crying, they're rejoicing. Rusty. Yeah, she's an unhinged Karen. Oh my God.
Hey.
Ma'am.
It's not even expired yet because today
Listen, shut your pie hole for a second. I can't get a word in edgewise. All you want to do is yell at me. I'm trying to help you.
I'm talking to you.
I'm walking back to my car. She got out of her car, started walking towards me, said that she was going to shoot me, started calling me all kinds of racist things because I took her expired temporary license plate. So I tried to 10-15 her. She got back in the car. She's on the phone. People she wouldn't get out. And I said, would come
my license plate expired today. It's not even the end of today yet.
All right, so here's a black female officer. She's going to get tired of her too. So no one likes this woman. Oh my God. No one. Woo.
You just need to calm down. Let me
put her in the car.
You took my license plate off my car for no reason.
She's got kids in the car too.
For no reason. My license plate expires today. This is illegal. I'm suing you.
She's talking about suing. Ma'am, you can't sue anyone. Okay. As Greg just said, as soon as the judge in this case sees this footage, you're done. You're toast.
I am suing you. You cannot take my license plate if it's not even passed today. If it was the 27th, I would understand. It's the 26th. You cannot do that. So you're going to jail. I'm telling you, I'm suing y'all. I am definitely suing y'all. I'm not playing.
Oh.
I am suing y'all. And you touched my phone. You hung up my phone. Yeah, I'm suing you, sir.
You did write down already? No, I didn't.
I am suing you.
Any gloves? Just the body suit, so I think that it's...
Her clothes are too small, so they need to show her how to get appropriate clothing. Because the one she's in, where's my girls when you need her? Her clothes don't fit. Oh my God, they're too small.
Take a step back.
I don't think she has any pockets.
Well, I'm not afraid my legs, so I've never been arrested before, so.
Well, I'm helping you. Listen to me.
I'm spreading. How far you want me to go?
Step back.
Is she is just combative. She has to be a miserable human being. Woo! The cops should be able to sue these people for aggravation and mental stress. Yes. Woo! She's a pistol.
Partner did illegal shit. He did illegal shit.
I highly doubt it, but we're gonna figure it out.
Sir, he took my license plate for no reason. Today's the 26th. Why did he take my license plate?
Oh.
Today.
I haven't been here.
Okay.
My girls. Woo! This is the first time she said no to spreading her legs. Just saying. My girls. Woo! Oh my God. I cannot with my girls. You're going back to the corner again, twice in one day.
Not expired, is it? I'm confused. Is that expired?
Well, give me a minute.
That's illegal.
I just got here.
I'm trying to bend my legs. I can't stand up like that.
What's your name?
Jamila.
Okay, take it to me. Okay. So, once
just want a body suit, so she should be good.
Okay. I'll help you out. I'll figure it out. I'll be able to explain it to you. Okay? I'll be able to explain it to you. I got you. I will be able to explain it to you once I know what the heck's going on.
Okay, I understand.
All right.
But
so
I want to ask you a question.
Yep.
If my license plate expired today, I have until tomorrow to get a license plate, right?
We're going to get in the car, okay? All right, get in the car.
Oh,
Yeah, kids are in the car.
Just relax, okay?
Ruby said, "My Rollynn's reviews on behalf of my girls. Her clothes are small, medium." Ruby, you're going to the corner too. Jeez.
She got out of the car as I was walking back to the car and said that she was going to shoot me. She needed her temp tag back and all kinds of stuff. I can get out of the car, you're under arrest. And she wouldn't get out of the car.
When trying to be a thug goes wrong. Trying to be a gangster.
Just held on to her the whole time because I wasn't going to tase her with her kids in the car.
Okay.
I just got here. Somebody's calling. So, hey. All right. Somebody, where's your mom's phone?
Those poor kids don't stand a chance. Please, someone, CPS, someone take those kids from her. She does not need to be raising children.
It was right here.
It's out here on the roof.
Somebody's been calling. I don't know who it is. They said it was grandma, but yeah, if you want to take it back to
Yeah, because I don't. It's locked.
Yeah, I saw that.
All right, we're gonna get somebody here for you, okay?
So, well, he told me. You told me you were stopped for. He said for speeding.
For speeding.
All right, so he was probably giving you a warning for that or what have you. He said the tag expired today.
Right.
However,
today's not over yet.
Hold on. Let me finish. However, he said it'd been replaced.
I didn't know that. They didn't tell me that. It's a temporary tag.
She wouldn't let you, ma'am. You never shut up. He couldn't tell you anything because of your big fat mouth.
Okay, but what happens is when it gets replaced, that temporary tag becomes no good at that point because now the car belongs to the new tag, whatever it is, a new temp tag, a new hard tag, whatever.
You guys have any water or anything? No?
But like I said, I've only talked to him for a little bit. But now the problem is where you are now is because of the screaming and yelling and whatever transpired prior to me getting here.
For me screaming and yelling.
Well, apparently you threatened him multiple things.
I did threaten him. That's not.
And she's again. I did threaten him. She don't know when to shut up. Laura, allegedly it is.
Not illegal.
Okay, he just said you threatened him. She said that's not illegal. Yeah, she can't. She probably dropped out of school. She is illiterate or something. I don't know what's wrong with this girl.
When you threaten to shoot somebody, that tends
That's
to
not
be illegal. It's not?
No, it's not. If I don't actually do it, it's not illegal. I can say what I want in my mouth.
You only think if you shoot somebody, it's illegal?
If you shoot someone, it's illegal. But saying it doesn't put action into it. Actually doing it does. Okay. But I did not actually shoot it, so
Greg,
that's not.
Boom. Pennywise, I thought you said she was an attorney. What happened?
Actual arrest.
I got you.
So I'm trying to understand what I'm going to jail for.
Now she's saying I'm trying to understand what I'm going to jail for. Ma'am, because you're stupid.
We get all that sorted out. I've been back here with you
touch him.
almost the whole time.
You can watch his camera.
Same with him. He got here way after me.
All right, hang out right here for me for a second, okay?
How long is my mom gonna be in jail?
I don't.
And this is sad. I think one of you just said these are the real victims, and her son said, "How long is my mom going to be in jail?" You just traumatize your kids because you're stupid. I pray that someone takes these kids from this one. She does not need to be raising kids. Yes, Rusty. I take that back. She failed kindergarten and has been winging it every day. My girl's back to the corner with you. Prosperity says she went to the school of Brandon Johnson. No wonder she doesn't know anything. Right, Pennywise? It is sad.
Oh, no, sweetheart. I don't even know what's going on yet, okay?
He said, well, I'm taking. I said, you can't do that. I said, when did it expire? He said, today. I said, today's not over. I can see if it was the 27th. That's different. But today hasn't ended, and it's a temporary license plate. It's not like it's a hard plate. It's a temporary license plate. And he said, no, I'm not getting. I said, sir, you need to give my license plate back. And that's when I got the vehicle. I said, can you give my license plate back? He said, no. I said, you racist, I will shoot you. And then he
and say, look, she's and I said, I'll shoot you. She don't know. She don't know when to shut up.
Came and grabbed.
Bless her heart.
At me, I said, what are you grabbing me for? He said, because I told you to get in the car. I said, okay, I can stand in the road if I want to. It's not illegal to stand in the road. He said, well, I'm going to arrest you. I said, for what? He said, get out of the car. I said, I'm not leaving my kids in this car. So I'm trying to understand where and when did that become an arrest?
We'll get all that, all right? Don't worry. You know what? All this will be on body camera, so it won't even have to be your word against his. All right? I'm going to close this door. I'm going to give the deputy your phone for right now, okay?
Can you see it up and you go to jail with her?
Well, I don't know, but she needed it on for the location. End of my investigation.
That's Hillsborough County, Florida. So, more to the story, boys and girls. If a police officer tells you 7 or 8 times you are free to leave, what about listening and just leaving? Now she has all these charges. Laura, she wouldn't shut up. Sari, every time she opens her mouth, she continues to implicate herself. Yes. Permanent ban. Yeah. So with all those felonies she just committed, like I said, it's good. Maurice Kelly, how you doing? Yeah, get those children away from her. She does not need to be raising kids. Oh my God, you can't make this stuff up. If you enjoyed this content, hit that like button, folks. We're going to get out of here now. Subscribe if you've been watching and you haven't joined us yet. Join the Rollins Reviews family. Laura, have you joined the family yet? All right. Can I get one more person? Oh, yeah. Laura, no problem, love. So, more to the story, ladies and gentlemen. If the police officer tells you you're free to go one time, go. Don't stay there and continue to open. Love you too, Pennywise. Don't stay there and continue to open your big fat mouth. Oh my God. So I'm, when I'm done with my normal lives, every time I watch a video like this, I'm going to share it with you to show you thank you, Prosperity, show you what teachers deal with. And then once these idiots leave the schools, this is what police officers have to deal with. That demographic inside the demographic, the bonnet brigade, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. That's my county, and now I'm afraid to run into this. Saria, if you run into her, run in the other direction. First of all, she won't let you get a word in edgewise. Woo! I'm just saying, folks, we're done. I don't know if I'll be live tomorrow. It just depends on what's going on. If not, I'll be live probably Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But if something's going on, okay, Laura, great. If something happens, I'll jump on when I get home from work tomorrow. And if you run into any Karens like this lady we just watched, run in the opposite direction, okay? Because all of that hot air from that fire-breathing dragon may burn you up. I see a red door and I want it painted black. No colors anymore, I want them to turn black. I see the girls walk by dressed in their summer clothes. I have to turn my head until their darkness goes. I see a line of cars and they're all painted black. Yes, with flowers and my love, both never to come back. Woo! I've seen people turn their heads and quickly look away. Like a newborn baby, it just happens every day. Oh my God, Painted Black. 1966 was a good year. That's one of my favorite Rolling Stones songs. Yes, Rusty, that's some good Stones right there. Yeah, good night to all of you. I love you. Be safe. Again, if I'm not live Monday, check me out Tuesday or Wednesday. I'll be live. If not, I'll at least upload a short. Robert, that's all she had to do. Cat baptism. No, Margaret, that's not going to work well. I'll come and talk to you right now in the comment section as long as you're there. And if you're not busy, folks, please come back and leave a comment under the description box. All right, Pennywise. Pennywise, I'll probably, if I'm not live tomorrow, I will at least upload a short, so be sure to check it out. I love you all. Be safe. I'm coming to talk to you right now in the comment section. All right?